Tom Holland and his $1 billion empire is a monopoly. Welcome back, everyone, to another edition of The Daily Drop. It is Saturday, August the 8th, 2026, and we're talking about Tom Holland and the Billion, B with a B, B like Brown, $1 billion Odyssey. Is he becoming a monopoly? Is Tom Holland becoming too big for Hollywood? Well, if you haven't been tracking the box office over the last 24 hours, here's a wake-up call, because Christopher Nolan just reminded the entire studio system who runs this town. The Odyssey officially crossed $1 billion globally. In 3 weeks, that's it. That's all it took. 21 days to be precise, exactly, for this high concept, auteur driven epic to cross 10 figures. 10 figures. It's Nolan's first movie to hit $1 billion since The Dark Knight Rises back in 2012. Now think about that, over a decade. He did it without a single cape or cowl or comic book IP attached to it. Well, tonight we're going to break this down and what it actually means for the business, how Tom Holland somehow owns the entire planet right now, and why the theaters are dying narrative. That narrative, theaters, that's just not that. We're throwing that one away. The theaters are making a comeback, and they're showing you how it's done. So let's get into it. Guys, by the way, if you haven't already, please make sure that you are following and subscribing. Follow me on this podcast, but you'll also find me on YouTube under Inside Hollywood with Vinny. If you are on YouTube, please make sure you subscribe. We have a lot of interviews. I do my daily drop, which is what you're listening to right now. And this is more of a blurb, talk about the affairs of the day in Hollywood and across the world, in the entertainment world. And I appreciate your support. I'm also on Instagram and all the social media networks under Vinny from South Philly. Can't miss me. Anyway, getting back to this, I'll tell you what, this really is highly inspiring for me, because I am a filmmaker and indie filmmaker, of course. And so this does really make me feel invigorated to want to continue to create more. I have so many friends that are in the business, and they're all independents, and it's a struggle, it's a grind, to get something made, to get all the talent, crew, money, especially to get funding for these things is almost an incredible task. But it's also redeeming to see what came about for the box office with these two major successes of The Odyssey and Spider-Man. So I know, yes, this is a high concept. These are both very big, high concept global events, as I've discussed in other podcasts. But still, it means people will go to the theater. No matter what, if you build it, they will come, right? So, what does that mean for little guys? What does that mean for little guys? It means we just gotta do, have a little bit of ingenuity, be a little creative. Maybe we won't get that $1 billion box office, but maybe we could do better than we imagine. All right, let's go back into this now, because the whole $1 billion Odyssey and Tom Holland and the whole monopoly thing, it's an amazing sort of phenomenon that's going on. So, we got to now think about how do they beat this? Let's look at the raw numbers out of that $1 billion global whole. All right, $257 million came strictly from IMAX screens. $257 million. So that's mind-blowing. Now, people didn't just come to see this movie. They paid premium format prices, stood in line, and sat in a physical theater to watch cinema the way it was meant to be experienced. For years, studio executives have been wringing their hands asking, how do we get people off their couches? How do we compete with streaming? Nolan gave them the answer. It's the same answer he's been giving them for 20 years. Make event-level cinema. Give people something they cannot replicate on an 85-inch OLED TV in their living room with a basic soundbar. We watched an audience fatigue set in motion over recycled sequels Lazy CGI and corporate content farm garbage over the last few years. We just kept seeing the same recycled crap, right? But when a director with a distinct vision takes a massive budget and respects the audience intelligence, people don't just show up. They show up twice. I mean, people came to these movies multiple times. Let's not forget. That's if you can get in, because a lot of these theaters were sold out. They buy the IMAX 70 millimeter tickets 3 weeks in advance. It's not just a win for Universal or Nolan. It's a blueprint for every filmmaker and studio head in Hollywood. Vision sells. Bold adaptation sells. And as I said previously, Tom Holland is creating a monopoly. Now let's talk about that, because this guy literally cannot stop winning this summer. Right now, as we speak, Tom Holland is starring in the #1 and #2 movies at the global box office at the same time. #1, you've got Spider-Man: A Brand New Day, setting a staggering 1.18 billion, B as in Brown, billion, worldwide, setting records left and right, including the fastest film to hit $500 million domestically in just 7 days. Think about those numbers, $500 million in 7 days. And sitting right underneath of it, of course, #2 was the Odyssey. It's unprecedented, ladies and gentlemen. You have one actor anchoring the biggest superhero spectacle of the year while simultaneously playing a core lead in prestige Christopher Nolan epic. There was a time when critics wondered if Holland could pivot out of superhero suit and sustain a massive career as a true top-tier leading man movie star. Well, get those apology letters started, guys, because he did it. He bridged the gap between popcorn blockbusters and highbrow auteur cinema in the span of a single month. He did it in a month. He jumped the sharks, ladies and gentlemen. Holland jumped the shark. He didn't just survive the summer. He monopolized it. He ruled it. He is the king of the summer. Enjoy a while lasts, Tom Holland. Well, let's take a step back and look at the bigger picture. The Odyssey is now the 5th film this year to cross $1 billion worldwide. Spider-Man, Toy Story 5, the Super Mario Galaxy movie, Michael, and now Nolan's epic. Remember 2 years ago when every headline declared the theatrical box office was dead? Well, all those tech analysts and all those bean counters said nobody under 30 was ever going to get back to bringing back the movie theater experience again. Well, they were wrong. Look at 2026. It's the healthiest, most competitive multi-studio box office recovery we've seen since 2019. The theatrical model isn't dead. They're just waiting for movies worth leaving the house for. People will leave their homes if you give them something that they really can get excited about. And this proved it. When you give audiences a reason to make a movie an event, which I keep repeating, make it an event, whether it's a culture-shifting animated feature, a massive superhero return, or a giant historical epic, they show up, and they show up in droves. Live, collective audience experiences, physical presentation. Let me tell you something, boys and girls. That kind of excitement, if you can make it happen, will never go away. It'll be there. It's just waiting for you to unlock it. And that's right. That's the reality tonight, folks. High concept cinema is thriving. Tom Holland is thriving. He's running Hollywood. Christopher Nolan is doing backflips somewhere. Proving once again why he's the king of the summer box office. What about you? Did you catch the Odyssey on IMAX? Are you still riding high on Superman? Leave some comments. Have you seen it? Tell us some thoughts. No spoilers, though, okay? Leave some comments in the box down there. Please hit subscribe. And I'll tell you what. Now you got to think about it. If you're a filmmaker and you're listening to this right now, and as I am, we gotta think of it a different way. You know, it's not just about the story, which is the most important thing, of course, but it's more than that. It's a whole bowl of wax. You can't, just like assembling a crew, you can't just have a DP without the boom operator. You can't have the grip without the makeup person. You can't, you have to have all these different parts to make a movie, and part of that part is the marketing. And an element of marketing is create an event. You want a theatrical release? You want maybe just a theater down in the neighborhood to show this? Make it an event. If it's something that's kid friendly, even better. give away little shenanigans, tchotchkes. Make some really good marketing, sort of. Maybe you're giving away a t-shirt, maybe you're giving away some coloring books, whatever the case may be, but you're making it fun. And that's something that's really got my wheels turning, I'll tell you that much. So anyway, ladies and gentlemen, you've been kind with your time. I appreciate you listening to this straight through. And please, again, subscribe, follow me, listen up for more stuff, keep an eye out for more podcasts. I have plenty more coming out. Upcoming, actually, on my video podcast, you're going to see me interviewing Michael Tove, who did a movie called Yard Sailing with the wonderful Eric Roberts and Eric's wife Eliza, who I interviewed all three of them recently. So you'll be seeing that coming out very soon on Inside Hollywood with Vinny on YouTube. You can watch it. And also on other podcast channels, wherever you get your podcast from, I'm on here. Whether it's iHeart, whether it's Apple, I'm everywhere. And then who else we got? We got so many people. We got Patrick Gallo, who was in The Offer and many other movies and Broadway plays. He's an amazing actor. I really enjoyed speaking with him. And we have a lot of people coming up. It's going to be a busy next few months. I will be at PaisanCon on Saturday, September, I think that's the 19th, September 19th, I believe it's Saturday. But I'll be there that Saturday, PaisanCon, a featured guest there, and I'll be hanging out. So if you go, please make sure you stop and say hello to me. And that's it, ladies and gentlemen. I babbled long enough. You've been patient with me. Thank you. You know, there's a lot of people that really lose their patience with me because they just keep on babbling. But you never do, because you're great people, great individuals. And I love you for it. And we love each other. And with that being said, sweet dreams. And check me out again tomorrow with more fantastic news from Hollywood and beyond on The Daily Drop with your boy, Vinny from South Philly. I'll see you tomorrow. Sweet dreams, everybody. Good night.